Today, Cameroonian journalist Charles Atangana arrives at the London offices of the National Union of Journalists, where he's returned to his unpaid work investigating human rights abuses in his home country, the country he fled from more than 6 years ago. Despite being censored by his own editor and threatened by Cameroonian authorities, Charles says he was determined to continue reporting, until he was apprehended at a press conference for the Southern Cameroon's National Council.
I was kept in prison in a military police cell without any ground of arrest, without warrant, without warning, without caution, nothing. It's like someone just wanted to didn't want to see me anymore. So I was kept there, and then within 40 days nobody knows where I was. I was just living there. I was in the cell where you have the water on the floor, and then you have to put your feet, stay there, sleep on the bed. You have to. The toilet was just use a bucket. You have to empty that every morning, sometimes with your hand. It was terrible. I was kicked, my leg. I was beaten. I was even stripped naked. They were using the wire to my genital part just to try to to get information for me. They wanted to know why are you working with the SCNC? We know that you got some documentation, some report. They were needing all those stuff. I said I can't.
Charles managed to escape to the UK and soon settled in Glasgow, but 2 months ago, 6 years after arriving, he had his asylum claim refused. Facing deportation back to Cameroon, the NUJ stepped in, offering Charles legal help and forefronting a campaign for the order to be dropped. He's since been given a temporary reprieve and 6 weeks bail, while a legal challenge is pursued. Although he could still be deported, Charles told us the support behind him gives him strength.
I moved from the kind of situation of the euphoria, anxiety, stress, depression, happiness, anxiety. You don't know what will happen. You are in detention and you have friends, relatives, family outside say you are not going nowhere. We are here for you. We are here to fight for you. We are here to support you. That gives you more strength. So I was outside, even psychologically. I was like, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? But the more I was receiving supportive message all over the country, and the less pressure I feel.
The NUJ's legal advisor Roy Minkoff said the union and its supporters now have a critical task ahead of them to try and secure a future for Charles in the UK.
It's important now that the court and hopefully the Home Office and the Home Secretary in particular, because it's her responsibility, she can take a straightforward humanitarian view and allow him to remain. We have got a lot of support from a variety of MPs, members of the Scottish Parliament, members of the European Parliament, people in community groups, trade unions throughout the country, and they're all very supportive. They know him, and they all think that it would be absolutely appalling should he not be allowed to remain, and sending him back to certain threats, assault and detention. I don't think that could be denied, and with a strong likelihood that it could be worse than that. It could end up in death, like one of his colleagues, journalist colleague, in April of this year.
General Secretary Jeremy Dear added that Charles's campaign still needs all the support possible.
The NUJ has a very, very, very good record when it comes to defending journalists in these situations. I'm confident that we will win, but it always takes a massive campaign and it always takes lots of people being involved. So we hope everyone gets involved in helping him stay here.
So the campaign for Charles continues at the NUJ with an application for permission to seek a judicial review set for October. Until then, Charles says his work will continue. This is Rachel McCarthy reporting for journalism.co.uk.